You say you like crunch? How's this for crunch? Here's an absolutely delicious pizza you make in your home oven. This is Greek pizza. Hi people, the video is called Greek Pizza. It was interesting when I told Maria I'm going to make a Greek pizza. She was like, oh good, I love feta and black olives and onions. And I've done some research, and Greek pizza is also called Ladina, which my understanding is Ladina means oil in Greek. But Maria said feta, black olives, onions, and I have to admit that's what I thought Greek pizza was. But so it says Greek pizza. Someone from Canada, probably North America, is expecting, traditional crust pizza with feta and black olives and onions. But the Greek pizza, the original Ladina, is it's almost like a focaccia. And when I was researching, I thought, man, that looks really good. And I have to say, it is delicious. So I'm going to show you how to make both. We're going to do the original Greek pizza, the Ladina, which for the people who are following us that are still making pizzas in your home ovens, good for you. This is a perfect recipe for your home oven. I'm going to cook it in my home oven. The wood-fired oven is probably a little too hot. Well, not probably, it is a little too hot. I'll burn the top before the bottom's cooked. So, and it's only 200 degrees Celsius, which is like 430 Fahrenheit. So it's a perfect pizza to make in your home oven. And what I recommend is when the people get here, have it prepared, shove it in the oven. It takes 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. And you take it out, serve it with some olives and some different types of cheese on a board. It's just delicious. And while they're eating a little bit of that, you can prepare your pizzas for the rest of the night. Follow up with the Greek pizza with the feta, the black olives. I'm sure they'll be very happy. So let's do this, and I'll show you how it's done, and hopefully you try it and enjoy it. So here we go. This recipe, I'm using the exact same dough that I use in my other pizzas. And I'll put a link to my Perfect Pizza Crust video in the description so you can take a look at that easier. The dough is very easy to make. 67% hydration. Give it a try. You can use my dough. It'll even work in the oven, in your home oven, which you're going to see here. So the recipe requires a pan. I don't even know where I got these. It's a cheap pan. You don't want a too heavy one. This is just on the borderline of maybe too heavy. If the pan's too heavy, the bottom won't get cooked because it takes too long for the heat to get through the pan. So this one is about as heavy as you want. A little thinner would be better. But this one is probably a little too thin, a little too short. The ones that they use, because you see this pops up pretty high, and the ones that they use that I've seen on the internet are they're about that high. But I'll do this and we'll get it in such a way that it'll work out good. Just trying to get some oil up the sides of the pan, because I don't want the dough to stick to the pan. I don't want to get any on the table either, but there we go. I made the dough yesterday. It sat as a bulk ferment for 24 hours, and then I balled it up, I'm going to say 3 hours ago. So you see it's gotten quite a bit bigger. I'm going to try and get this out. You see that? It's gotten quite a bit bigger. Now, I don't want to deflate it too much, but I want to stretch it out. What I see a lot of them do is they actually use a rolling pin, but I'm trying not to. I want to stretch it a bit. Then I'm going to let it sit in the pan and it should continue. But I'm trying to get an even thickness all the way through. So that's about it. Just give it a spin. See it. You gotta get the oil on the whole side. This very top of the edge of the plate didn't get oil. It's sticking already. So I'm just rubbing a little bit of oil on there. So it's loose. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it loosely, because I don't want any air to get to it. If air gets to it, the dough will get dried out, crunchy. So the best way to cover it and let it rise is to put a cover on it. So I got a bowl, it's much bigger. There, so no air will get to it. If you put plastic wrap on it, it's going to stick to it. If you put olive oil on it, it'll slow down the rise. So I want to keep it out of the oxygen, out of air, but I want it to still get heat. So you'll see that under here. I'm going to say for now, we'll let it rest for an hour. It should grow. While it's resting, I'll prepare the ingredients for it, which isn't much, but I have a few other things I'm making. So, and I'll start the fire because I'm going to make a pizza as well, a normal pizza. So the ingredients for this pizza is tomato wedges, which I have a couple nice tomatoes here. Tomato wedges, and they use purple or white onions, but I was able to get some purple ones, so I figured I'd use purple. The key here is to slice the onions very, very thin, and the tomatoes very thin. And you can use a mandolin if you have it. I just cut them with my knife. Should be more than enough. And the tomato is cut in wedges. So I just cut it again, and I'm making wedges pretty thin, about twice the thickness of the onion. So that's it, and olive oil. Put this on, the ingredients on, and you put some oregano, dry oregano flakes on, and olive oil on top. It's quite good. So we got our Ladenia crust. Look at this. It's risen some more. It's a little fluffy on the sides. So what I want to do now is I want to get the ingredients on it without collapsing it. So I'm using the squirt bottle to put the olive oil on, which it'll thin out. Olive oil, and we're going to put tomatoes. Try to have the tomatoes so they don't overlap each other, but you want it completely covered. And unlike traditional pizza, you want to go out to the edge, which I didn't do. Take rings of onion, put quite a bit of onion on. If I was doing this myself, I'd probably put garlic on it, but what they're telling me is that's not what happens here. They put salt and pepper, And they do put capers sometimes. So I'm just gonna put a little more olive oil on. And I got dry oregano. We're going to put it in the oven at 200 Celsius. I'm going to set a 30-minute timer and I'll check it in 30 minutes. So this is after 30 minutes. It's cooking, but I'm going to give it another 10 minutes. Okay, so it's been 40 minutes. I'm going to take it out of the oven. As you can see, the onions have crisped up. I actually think I should have put more onions at this point. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot. So if you come and look underneath, the crust is all nice and crispy. And just here, the plate is just crackling. So I'm just going to get rid of this. If you look, there's not much oil left in the pan. Just a little bit, but not much. I'm going to cut this, but I'm not going to cut it pizza way. I'm going to cut it. Oh my God. I should have put more onions on. You hear how crispy that is. Oh, this is vegan, there's no cheese. That's gonna be hot, Maria.
It's delicious.
So I would take this, a little bit of balsamic vinegar and some olive oil for the crust. There you go. You serve that to your friends while they're waiting for you to make pizza. It's made in my oven, guys. That's the same bread dough of the Perfect Crust Pizza Dough that I have the other video, which is linked down below. It's the same dough. If you look, it's browned up. It's because I put a little bit of oil in it. It's browned up. It was in the oven for 40 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius, which is about 430 Fahrenheit. Look at these. Beautiful, beautiful. It's almost like a bread dough.
Yummy.
Crispy on the bottom, soft and fluffy in the center, with onions, tomatoes, oregano, and olive oil. That's all that's on it. This is Greek pizza. So I made a little salad, got some cheese, some olives, a little bit of dipping sauce for the crust. Oh, it's gonna be delicious.
All right. I think I want to take a bite first. I love the looks of the crust. It looks almost like a focaccia. That's nice.
Yes.
So light.
A little bit of some dressing you can want.
No double dipping.
No, you can double dip.
So good. That's something else, I gotta say. So, I'm gonna dip it in the balsamic.
It's very similar to focaccia.
Yeah, I love it.
But you can't say it's focaccia.
Because it's Greek.
Well, we'll get a lot of bad comments from Italians, if we say it's focaccia. The Greeks say this is where pizza originated, but we can't say that because we get a lot of bad comments from the Italians.
That's so nice.
The one island in Greece is known for making capers, among other things, but so they do, on some of them they do put capers on this. In some of my research, they would put, it seemed like it was white onions in the spring because that's what they grew, and purple onions in the fall because that's what they grew. Apparently have a very good growth of tomatoes, and of course they use Greek olive oil, which I don't have Greek olive oil. Who knows? You don't know where olive oil comes from these days.
Well, it'd be hard to get Greek olive oil if you're in. Well, actually, I don't think I've ever seen Greek olive oil at the store. Maybe there's.
That's amazing.
Alright, it's delicious.
If Vito wants crunch, have I got crunch for you? Don't forget, guys. This is done in your home kitchen oven, not in a wood-fired oven. Your home kitchen. Can I do it in a wood-fired oven? I could. I'd have to basically do this as the oven's cooling off, which I think this is a perfect hit to serve before you make pizza.
I like it a lot. It's the dough thick, but it's fluffy and it's light.
But it's crunchy on the outside.
Yeah, crunchy and it's light. It's not like, what a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon.
Perfect Sunday afternoon.
I love having niblets. I call this niblets. It's not like a full course meal, but a lot of variety. Have a little mini salad. Different types of cheese, salamis, olives. Delicious balsamic dip with olive oil and oregano. And a Greek special pizza. These cherry tomatoes that I buy here in Madeira, they're so delicious. They're sweet.
Cheers, people. Please subscribe, click the notification bell, leave a comment. We're getting some wonderful comments. Thank you very much. Today is Mother's Day in Portugal. Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Yeah, happy
Cheers.
Mother's Day. And in North America's next week.
If you stick around, I'm going to show you Greek pizza North American style, which has feta cheese, black olives, onions, everything that we knew. We thought Greek pizza was. This is Greek pizza. What I'm going to make you is Greek pizza North American style. So stick around, and I'll got the fire going in the wood-fired oven, and I'll make you a Greek pizza North American style. Hi people, video got a little too long, so I'm going to split it up into part 1 and a part 2. If you're a subscriber and you've clicked the notification bell, you will get notified when the Greek pizza part 2 comes out. If you're not a subscriber, now's the time. Click that notification bell. We'll let you know when Greek pizza part 2 comes out. Enjoy.